Hey everyone, Random Randy here, and also my dog. This is VEDA Day 9 for 2018, and I wanted to show you what the craft room looks like right now, since it's gonna be a few days before I get to put it the way I want it to be. And also cat, and also oldest son. So, this is what I'm looking at right now. As you can see, there's immensely more space here. Hi, Hunter.
So I have giant music on.
Good. And yeah. So this is what I've got for the next few days. And here is the offensive box. See? Look, it says 1 of 2. Both carton 1 and 2 are both required for assembly, but there's no carton 2. Kinda useless, yes. So there's my prolific spider plant that's got like 5 babies right now. 4 there, 1 over here, and that one is spawning more. And we've already got probably 6 or 7 of these that have rooted in little solo cups, so maybe I should see if people want to buy houseplants. Like $5 for a rooted spider plant, whatever. I don't know. I'm afraid its health is going to start suffering if I don't trim off some of those babies. So yeah, I think I'm probably going to set the folding table back up in the corner just so I have a better spot for my computer to be. Hi, Killian. So I have a better spot for my computer to be. Yeah, don't pull on that until the desk gets here. Hello, kitty. So, to show you the insanity that is my bedroom right now, everything is full of clutter and doom. And I'm sure that to some people this doesn't look terribly bad. And that shelf is all my husband's stuff. He takes care of that. Can you tell? I can tell. There's Randy's bookshelf, laundry basket that I need to take care of, and more books on top of the dresser. And here's all the rest of the stuff from the craft room. It's all in here because I can close the door in here and not have to worry about the kids getting into it. Why am I being stalked, fuzzy one? Nurgle. What are you doing, kitty, kitty, kitty? Kitty, kitty. So that is it for this morning, and there's Miss Renegade. She's a good dog. And I will catch all of you guys later this afternoon. Hey everyone, Random Randy here, VEDA Day 9, 2018. But you should know that already because prior to me speaking, you should have seen a clip of the insanity that is my house right now. I just wanted you guys to see where I'm at right now with the craft room and how everything has temporarily shifted into my bedroom. And I really, really hope that the desk and everything get here like Wednesday, Thursday-ish, so I can get everything put together, get everything in our bedroom rearranged. It's just, there's so much crap. Hello, kitty cat. I am working on Zero Lovey number 2 today. I just finished the one for my donation to Stop the Stigma, which is this guy right here. And I'm going to be putting this in the mail with a bunch of my business cards tomorrow. And it looks like before the night is over, I might actually have this one for an order that I just got this morning done too, because I already had several of the pieces made for it. I already had an ear and I made a nose, and now I'm almost done with the body portion of it, and then after that all I have to do is make the eyes and the head, and the eyes take all of 2 seconds because they're just 2 rounds each, and then I just have to make the head, which takes maybe 15-20 minutes uninterrupted. So while I'm waiting for everything to encode tonight while I'm editing and getting ready to upload, I'll probably be able to finish it then. And if you hear a weird, low, rumbling, buzzing noise, that's Nurgle. He's helping. He's a big helper. I'm sitting on the floor, so he assumes that I'm fair game and that my lap is open for sits. My lap is not open for sits. I'm working with white yarn, black cat. I love you, but back off. Probably have to go to the store tomorrow to pick up a couple of things. I don't really want to. The weather's been crappy. I've been tired. And on top of that, Killian... Remember Killian went to sleep at like 5:30 yesterday? Well, Killian woke up at 11:45 last night and decided it was fun time. So, I made him go to the bathroom, I got him a drink, and I had him just sit in bed with me. I had my computer in there anyway, which I don't usually do. And I just put on YouTube videos of people with very soothing voices and no flashy images at a very low volume. And it was finally about 1:30 when I couldn't keep my eyes open anymore, and I was like, dude, this has got to stop. You've got to go to bed, because he had almost fallen asleep several times at that point. So I made him go sit on the potty again because he'd had like a whole cup of water at that point. So as I was saying before the battery on my camera died, luckily I always have a second one on the charger, so all I have to do is swap them out. But as I was saying, I made Killian go to the bathroom again and put him in bed and sang to him for like 5 minutes straight, and he finally went to sleep. I woke up initially when Hunter got up at about 6:30ish, which is his usual wake up, and gave him a snack, made sure his cup was filled, gave him his Kindle, and my sleepy butt went right back to bed. I was like, I love you. Killian was up all stinking night long. Mommy still needs some rest. He was like, okay, Mommy, have a good sleep. I was like, aw, you're so sweet when you're not being a turd. And then apparently at some point, I'm not sure if he came into my room after I had gone out to see Hunter or if it was prior to that. I didn't even notice, you know, I'm delirious from lack of sleep. And Killian was in my bed, so I just pulled the covers back over him and laid down and went to sleep until about 7:45, which was sufficient at that point. That was enough sleep. And got up, popped the rest of the pancakes that I made yesterday in the toaster oven and put some more fruit on top of it, and we had breakfast. It was nice to have it made ahead of time already. It was very nice. Hello, kitty cat. I've been trying to figure out what I want to do in regards to my Etsy shop. For a long time, I've been talking about only offering pre-made items because this made-to-order stuff drives me up the wall. It never fails. I get 2 or 3 of the same thing within a day of each other, and don't get me wrong, love the money, love having work to do. However, it's always feast or famine. It's never, you know, a steady, constant stream of stuff, like an item every 2 or 3 days. That would be fine. That would be zero stress whatsoever, because all of my made-to-order items are amigurumis. However, getting slammed with up to 4 orders on the same day, 3 of which were for the same type of item, touch too much stress, even for me, who excels and enjoys getting everything done at the last possible second. I always say if it wasn't for the last second, I wouldn't get anything done. There's a lot of truth to that. But I think I want to go more in the direction of selling a few items like this, but having them pre-made in quantities up to like 5 and maybe offering a pre-order for them for people. If anybody else runs an Etsy shop and they've ever done anything with a pre-order, let me know if it's ever something that you've talked about in a video. If you're a vlogger, that would be awesome. I'd love to watch it. It's something I want to research. because I think I'd like to go more in the direction as far as my shop goes of becoming more of a yarn dyer, because it would be a lot less stressful than having to hammer out so many of these all at once. And I feel like I'm spending all of my crochet time working on orders and don't get to do anything fun for me. I would like to be able to get more enjoyment out of what I'm crocheting. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't dislike making these, but I would like to be able to make something else. Not just be like, oh, hey guys, I made 5 zero loveys last week, and I didn't have time to do anything else because I got all those orders all at once and they had to get done. Not even just for the sake of content for the channel, but for my own sanity. I would like to be able to crochet more for me. So I think what I want to do is I want to come up with a few designs that I really like and offer them in my shop, like I said, in pre-made quantities of up to a certain number at a time. And anytime it gets down to one, I'll be like, okay, I'm going to do the next pre-order for these in however much time it would make me realistically to make that many of an item. Like if I got down to one, say, okay, the pre-order period for the next round of these will start in, say, 2 weeks if it was 5 zero loveys, something like that. But dyeing yarn is something I enjoy, and it's not that it's super difficult. It's not super easy either. I'd say it's kind of middle of the road as far as figuring out what types of colors to mix, different dyeing techniques, getting all your temperatures just right, getting the amount of acid just right. It's a skill. It's something that you get better at the more that you do it. Even a beginner can start doing it and have reasonably good results. But I'm really considering going more in the direction of selling more yarn in my shop, which means I need to get off my butt, like literally off my butt, because I'm sitting against the backdrop right now, and take pictures of all the stuff I have. I still, with the way today and yesterday went, have not had an opportunity or the energy, quite frankly, to finish the stuff that I want to do as far as my logo goes, to make ball bands for my yarn, and I haven't gotten to print off the tags that I wanted to for my items, which is a bummer because I wanted to have a fabric tag to attach to this zero lovey, but I want to make sure that this one for the Stop the Stigma thing gets there in time before the event, which, by the way, they're going to be having a table and doing their silent auction at the Texas Frightmare Festival, I believe it's called. It's in Grapevine, Texas, and I think it's May 4th through 6th. It's that weekend, and I think that they still have discounted prices until sometime next week, maybe, for full weekend passes. I'm nowhere near Texas, so I didn't completely look into it and memorize the information. But if you are in Texas and you are somewhere in the vicinity of Grapevine and are into horror-y stuff and want an opportunity to donate money to a good cause and maybe get one of my zero loveys out of the deal, head on over and check out the event. No, I'm not affiliated with them or sponsored in any way, shape, or form. I just had somebody who works for them, works for Stop the Stigma, not Texas Frightmare Fest, ask if I would donate a lovey for their auction. I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? This was a couple of weeks ago, so I really should have had this done before then, but orders, which I'm getting paid for, took priority over this, which also took priority over pretty much everything else in my crafting life right now. And I have to finalize the written things in the pattern for the Hangetsu shawl. I'm only waiting on hearing from one more person on at least how the first repeat has gone for them, because she signed on kind of late in the game because I had a few people who didn't respond even though initially they said they were interested. So she hasn't had as long to work on it as everybody else, but as long as she can get through like the first repeat or two without a ton of issues, we'll call it good. And I've heard back from everybody else. Holly from Yarn Journey Crochet Podcast actually talked about it in her regular podcast that came out. Well, when you're seeing this, it will have been yesterday because it's Sunday as I'm filming this, but you'll be seeing it Monday. She usually puts up her videos on Sundays. And she had a whole bunch of fiascos that went down with that poor thing, including her itty-bitty son toppling coffee onto it, poor thing. The cup of coffee and Holly, that is, and the shawl. Poor things. So many sad things. But it'll wash. It's not a super big deal. And she said she likes the way that it's worked up and that the video cleared up the issue she was having with the written pattern. So, like I said, I just have to take my notes from the video and put them into the written pattern. And I've got a few close-up pictures that I'm going to add as well. And obviously a link to the video. And I've decided that I'm going to have the video up for free with the written pattern as an add-on if you need it. But because of that, unlike my normal tutorial videos, I'm not going to have the stitch counts and everything row by row pop up on the video. But I feel like my speech is clear enough in the video, and honestly, you can probably turn on captions. Usually closed captioning for my videos is fairly consistent and accurate. I guess I enunciate fairly clearly 90% of the time when I talk. Quickly or slowly and accurately enough for the CC robot to pick it up, I guess. Whatever. So, I will update you on the situation with the desk as the news comes to me. And you will see it getting put together, hopefully. And when I cleared everything out of the craft room, I did record it. So that's all going to go together. Like, I'm going to have the whole process of clearing the room, getting the desk put together, and the end result all bam, all in one. So it's probably going to be a lot faster than my normal time-lapse stuff. Usually I put it at about 400 to 500% the normal speed. Probably going to have to put it at closer to 7 or 8 to condense the entire process down to like half an hour-ish tops. Because personally, if a video is more than maybe 45 minutes, I will still watch the whole thing, but I have to watch it in parts. Because, you know, kids and life and all the things that need to get done that I don't really want to do, but part of being an adult is getting up and doing them anyway. Especially when there's nobody else around to pick up the slack and do it for you. For another multiple weeks. Yeah, super fun. So anyway, thank you so much everybody for sticking around. If you stuck around and listened to me ramble for about really not much of anything. All the things and nothing all at once, if that makes sense. So I hope you all have an awesome Monday, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye.